Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got the watch this video here for Thursday, May 21st. SPY actually erased all of yesterday's losses and opened right around yesterday's high. Put in a fairly narrow range, but overall an impressive strength in the market. Teamwork's fantastic. Wayne's been doing the live mentoring all week, so we have a little bit of a different week if you're new to chat. Usually Wayne and I are on the mic together in the mornings. Well, he's doing for course takers, he's doing all-day mentoring Tuesday through Friday, so pretty damn cool. I have that open and I'm listening to that while I'm also running the chat room. He's doing a great job over there, and it's pretty cool to hear him walk through trades and then also assess on the fly. People are throwing afternoon symbols at him. He's looking at them and saying, here's why, or why it's not interesting. It's like taking the course on the fly. It's pretty cool stuff. Anyway, I have to share this. This is CIDM, and I called this in chat for those of you that weren't there. 5 buy zone, and I actually bid at 84 and I got filled at 84 cents. And this is just a snapshot that I took of it, but I literally caught the low of that pullback and it went to $2, a little over $2 actually from there. So whenever I catch the very low of a pullback, and I called it in chat, you guys have to hear about it. That's why I'm showing you that. Really proud of that one. Man, we had a whole bunch of good setups today, a whole bunch of good calls. Keith F. from Ireland is just killing it still. And he's one of the few course takers that landed on my hot script list where I can follow some of his ideas in chat really within a couple weeks after taking the course. So super fast student there. And I expect we're going to see great things from Keith and several others obviously too. But I don't want to single anybody out and then not praise everybody. But I really have to give him credit because it's really cool to watch him come along. So here's what we're watching, or I'll be watching for Thursday. Don't love this one. It's SURF, S-U-R-F, gapped up, sold off, and then somewhere in the middle of the day, it actually ripped through the highs and took out these highs before giving a lot of that back. You know, I wasn't watching this through 4. I wish I'd have seen it. Whole number inflection point with the earlier high above, probably some shorts in trouble, and it gave a real quick push, but kind of pulled back after that. I think because it did that, that means it's kind of possibly a clean inflection point trader and a strong stock, so I want to watch it. BOXL, man, I missed a great opportunity on this one. We already had it on the list because of the action in after hours yesterday and the chart, and much like MARK the other day, had I seen this volume spike, I would have jumped in Tokyo style. By the time I did see it, it was already halted. So then I couldn't find any entry but you know, the buy zone plays, and I actually caught the bottom of two different, the 2's buy zone pullback and then the 5's buy zone pullback, and made a few bucks on the bounces there. But overall, I hate that I missed that initial pop before it halted. Anyway, let's wind forward now, and you see that we have a big volume day, but closing well off its highs. So that just lands it on a chart, means we'll watch it. But because it landed, you know, ended up so far off its highs, it's not quite that interesting to me. RENN, big volume day and a strong close. We'll see if we get some kind of follow-through day there tomorrow. LEDS, decent volume, but closing well off its highs. Doesn't cost me anything to put it on a chart, so I will. ATOS, another big volume day, but closing kind of in the middle of its range. I don't love stuff like that, but you know, you put it on a chart, we may get an A+ intraday setup, and if we don't, guess what? We don't take the trade, right? CM, very strong day. Fairly strong close and big volume. We'll see if we get some kind of continuation pattern there. VIR, super interesting chart here. You had the big volume spike, and then you've got kind of 2 days after that, put in a high right around the whole number 40. Actually, today it hit, I think it did top out at 40, and yesterday 40.10. So back through 40 tomorrow, maybe with some fervor. Then we can retake this 42.40 and break out above that. So I do like the chart here in VIR a lot. VFF, nice volume spike, nice breakout. We'll look for a continuation there. I kind of think that's a pot play. Speaking of pot plays, ACB, I did catch a pullback play in this in after hours, but I missed the initial spike. I wish I'd have been focused and heard the news. I could have jumped right in. But anyway, in after hours, this is trading at 1671 right now. You had the big 3-day pop, really about 2 days worth of big volume, and then a 2-day pullback. So even if this did nothing in after hours, this would have been my favorite stock to watch for a bounce play. I love this huge volume, lower volume on the pullback, fairly narrow range today. Unfortunately, it doesn't get to be the kind of setup I'm looking for because now it's a gap play. Again, trading at 1671. Anyway, had a nice pullback play in it in after hours, but absolutely a potential gap and go tomorrow. And we'll see if that ignites, no pun intended, the other pot stocks as well. So that could give us more to watch. And let's see, CLSK gapped up here, sold off. Big pop this day, sold off. Went straight back into what we call sidewaysness. I know that's not really a word. But anyway, in after hours, this thing's trading at 277 right now, was actually over 3 at one point in after hours. So potential gap and go there tomorrow as well, only with a proper setup. And then XTNT is the final one on my list. And it's also gapping, trading at $1.03 in after hours. So there's some stuff to watch. You know, a couple gap plays. I'm going to slide this over too because we got Joshua second day in the room today. And I think I tweeted something like, we get this a lot. Yeah, here it is. We get this a lot. I honestly think people are shocked when they get in our chat room. I think expectations are low, not because they've heard my videos and think I'm an idiot. I mean, a few of you probably do, but mostly because the low price for our chat room. It's probably lower than anything out there, or you can pay thousands and, you know, have somebody call a low float stock at the opening bell and play musical chairs. It's really up to you, but we really do follow a process, teach a process, and you know, we're seeing a lot of traders really come along. So I almost think I should, well, I honestly think the reason people are shocked when they get in the room is because they're not paying that much. And I always said I was going to provide a value if I ever figured this thing out. When I was the newbie in chat rooms and I'm paying 200, 300, 400 a month, while I'm losing my ass on the trades, not because they, you know, were calling bad calls or whatever, but just, you know, when you're new, you dive into every call without any regard to whether or not you understand what the call is. I know about that. I see people do it all the time. I used to do it. And so, you know, I'm going through that learning curve years and years ago, and I'm paying a high monthly fee. So I always said, if I ever figured this out, I'm going to open my own chat room and actually teach the right way for a very reasonable price. So I've done that, so I guess I'm proud of that. That's it. Let me think if there's anything else. There's one other one maybe I could show you here, and this GIGM might be worth having on watch too. It had this massive move, and if you go to 5-minute candles, most of it happened at the end of the day. Very thin stock though, so I'm certainly not in love with it. But I put it on a chart, even though I'm not putting it on the watch list. I'll keep kind of one eye on it tomorrow. Anyway, we've got Thursday and Friday. Wayne's mentoring session is going to be going on in the Zoom room, and I'll be running the HotCom room, and there should be plenty to trade, and I'm looking forward to the morning. We'll see you guys in chat.